Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus once again. This morning I have a wonderful message for you, a beautiful message. I recommend it. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I have taken over the 40 years of in the wilderness, and I've seen information that has been made available to me just through my experiences of life that I have oftentimes tried to come together and put it together and give that and share that message with you. But I also find that there's something else that's working with me, especially now for some strange reason, that makes this message that I've learned, that I've even tried to share with you, come off so clearly, so very clearly, to allow me to understand that it is not just me. It is the spirit that is in me that loves you so much that it wants you to be able to receive this message in clarity. And this is why I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to be patient, take notice, because it's something that's good for you. The message that I share with you, perhaps it's nothing new, nothing that I haven't shared before, but at least I understand it better. And if I do, I'm sure you will as well. What I want to talk to you on today is, what would it take? What would it take? What would it take to have the general public pay attention to the message of the posts that I make on Facebook and YouTube? My message is about heaven on earth, where basic needs of survival are met. This includes job, health care, education, housing, food, clothing, and these unlimited and unrestricted. The fact that this could be affected without any poverty, any crime or violence, without lying and cheating and stealing, without hatred, racism and bigotry, no terror or killings, and being aware of the fact through this message that all the other benefits of living are still available, such as more recreation, vacations, family and class reunions, multi-means of transportation, movies, dances, cruises, etc. Knowing that everything mentioned here can be achieved without the usage of anything called money or its substitute. To know or understand that everything could be the result of a practice of engaging all parties, and that through the benefit of a career of their own choosing. Again, what will it really take to have the general public accept such a proposal? Well, let's consider what prevents them from accepting such as real and possible. Let's see. Indoctrination? Well, it has prevented the belief of such a possibility. Too good to be true attitude. You're familiar with that. The teachings of religious beliefs that this, my friend, is a reward for a certain type of living on earth to be received after death. And another, the acceptance of the teachings that this is a benefit afforded to the elites only. And also the understanding that such has never happened and is too risky for those that have a measure of what is described to chance. Well, some may have a job, a home, a car and insurance, access to some vacation, and though they might have to work 2 jobs to maintain it, At least they have it. To add to this reality is there are others that have nothing. And change might be possible that rather than moving on up, you might end up going down. So what will it take? God forbid. It might take losing everything they have as a result of some disaster, a storm, a flood, a fire, destruction as a result of war. And such a loss that must include the masses, making the likelihood of recovery almost, if not impossible, in a short enough period of time. Well, maybe a born-again experience would qualify. One other possibility, a dictator that forces it upon them. Now, knowing that the message is going to be rejected, what is the motivation for continuing this effort? Well, the justification is that what I say to you is true. It will work. The other is a way of approaching life so that when the more complicated times do arrive, and they are coming, hope may prevail, and the memory of these efforts become the tool to inch them in this direction. I also do this because a spirit revealed itself to me in such a form that no human could ever do, as an expression of power, of love, and it convinced me that flesh is not all in all. So that I chose to trust and put faith in that I cannot see, that I cannot touch or feel. Yet I had the evidence thereof. Spiritually, I have evidence. I have seen the benefits of all that I speak. Not only this, I also know why the message is rejected. So, as long as I'm alive, I will serve and give physical obedience to that spirit. Never to put my head in the sand, just to go alone. You see, my friends, my sisters, and my brothers, the overall message is all human form is victim to slavery. Let me repeat that. All human form, everybody alive, all humans, they are a victim to slavery. Now this includes the elite. It includes the middle and the poor. The entire existence is predicated on the elements of evil and fear. These are the birthmarks of the absence of truth. When truth is not there, there is evil that's running the show and fear that forces for people to conform. You see, to know the truth is to see death as the birth canal to life and freedom. Many might ask, well, what is the truth? The truth is this: God is real, the author of all creation. Humankind was made to live on earth as if living in heaven. The acceptance of this truth and living according to this truth is freedom. But having choice, humankind has been given the opportunity to exercise that choice through the intervention of deception. Let me repeat that. Having choice, humankind has been given the opportunity to exercise that choice through the intervention of deception. Deception is his choice. The evidence of truth received is the rejection of deception. Truth received, reject deception is freedom. The truth shall set you free from deception. The truth shall set you free from deception. It is deception that keeps you bound. It is evil and fear that holds you there. But truth comes. You recognize deception and you are free. Now with freedom, the effort is made to free others. You can't be free and watch others in bondage. When others begin to see, it's when the one that is free becomes, as J. Edgar Hoover says, the most dangerous man or woman on earth and must be killed. Thus, no human alive can boast of being more than another, for all are in the sinking ship. However, those that muster some generosity keeps the boat from sinking so fast. Replay this, ladies and gentlemen, because this message everybody needs. It sets me in a position I'm so glad to be able to stand before you. I'm so glad to not be afraid. I'm so glad that the systems of the world designed to keep me in bondage and keep all of us in bondage can't hold me any longer. And I know that this freedom that I have, this truth that I stand and represent will have its effect on you as they challenge me. Then you will understand. You will see for what it is. And only then will perhaps I be liberated, sent out of here, or you, my friends, are set loose from this deception and you become free. And your freedom reaching out to others to open their eyes, to take that scale off their ears and open their mouths so they can speak, use their hands and feet so they can act, will bring us back to that point where we can all live on earth in these bodies, doing these times as if we are in heaven. Thank you so very much.